Well, today's the 15th day. Most of their eyes are still actually closed, and sometimes this happens because they're a little late on their progress. Sometimes this happens with multiple babies, well as with Sarah and her brothers. They actually had their eyes open at exactly 14 days. Though they can range sometimes anywhere between 14 to 16 days before they open their eyes. I was just hoping that they would have their eyes open by now, but that's okay. I might end up having a female black bear hamster too. I couldn't quite tell because it moved before I could check to see if it had any teats. It looked like it kinda did, but I'm not 100% sure because it moved. Since I can't quite pick them up and take a peeky just yet, I'll have to do that maybe tomorrow and see if I can figure out anything there. It's hard to tell which ones are which unless you do that. So that'll be fun. At this time though, a lot of times if you're touching babies by now, whether their eyes are open or not, you'll notice that sometimes they'll nibble at your fingers, which it doesn't really hurt. It kind of feels like a tiny little pinch. But you could tell because of their teeth. So that's always fun. It'll always startle you. Even when you think that it's not going to startle you, it still continues to startle me when that happens. And then you'll notice they're a lot more vocal too today. They'll squeak, they'll holler, and when I mean holler, I mean they'll actually like squeak really, really, really loud. Like if one of their brothers or sisters is like trying to nibble on them or something, they'll let them know not to do that. It's very entertaining. For the most part, they're just chillaxing. They'll be more in search of food than they were in the first few days when they were first starting out on food. And they'll actually start putting things in their cheeks, like this one did. And they'll start using their pouches. They will eat out of your hands if they don't get too freaked out by your smell. For me, they can actually eat out of my hand and they don't really mind that too much. But I've been, once again, working with them since day 8 of their birth. So it makes them a little more comfortable with me. Though the mother, just a little heads up, no matter what kind of generation you have, the mother might still nip you every now and again, if not continuously guard her nest. Sarah actually kind of nipped at me last night, but that was because I had my hand too close to her. I wasn't actually near her pups. I was more near her, and so kind of startled her a bit. But yeah, you'll notice too by this time your baby hamsters will, for the most part, be walking pretty darn well and will actually start to run and scamper around the cage. So, and when I mean run, I don't mean like full speed, like an average, adult hamster, but decently fast where you'll be able to tell that it's considered running instead of just kind of scampering. These little guys move pretty fast when they want to. So that's always fun. That's normally what I hear all day long is it's very entertaining. So but we'll be back hopefully sometime by the end of the day. If not, hopefully their eyes will be open by tomorrow. I wouldn't see why they wouldn't be. But yeah. So, lots of excitement. You can see very well with that yawn too, by the way, that their teeth are kind of long. Like I was describing in the last video for last night. Anyways, toodles!